Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Again, they turn to Ford. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 7. First down.
This is Ford. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Browns at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Raiders' 14-yard line.
Pickett. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Myers in motion right. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now Geno. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun, Smith. It's Myers again with another catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Geno going to hand it to Jeanty. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
25-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the catch made by Johnson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Back to throw again.
3rd down.
That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's another Browns first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
16 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 3.
That time a 9-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Open man is Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Browns.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. So a tight one so far. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
28-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Throwing now is Gino. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Once again, it's Genty. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw, Pickett. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He gets this one to Johnson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run with Ford, and he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
At the 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Ford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Ford. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 20-yard line.
Second and 9. Pickett. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle. Really
good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll try it now with Jenkins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Smith to throw. Room past the 35. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green egg shot. Come on, shot.
Smith's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Smith's pass complete to Jack Bech. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
There goes it. Go get him. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Here's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Browns, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.